What's up, guys? It's Laura Ventura with Pawz and All, and I am going to show you today how I groom the biggest cat that I have as a client, Mr. Luca. He is a Maine Coon, and I'm going to go ahead and give him a good bath, brush out. I'm going to start with his nails, and I'm also going to clean his ears. Now, if you've watched any of my other cat videos, you know that I start always with the nail trim, because if they get crazy on you, they're not going to be able to scratch you up as bad. Now, there is something called cat scratch fever, and if a cat scratches you really bad and has bacteria that goes into your bloodstream, then you will get a fever and you'll just start feeling sick overall. So I really don't ever want that to happen to me or to anybody that I work with, so I always start with the nails. Now, if this was a cat I didn't know, I would put a cone around its neck before I went ahead and did the nails, just to protect them and me. But because this is his second groom with me and I know that Luca is such a chill guy, I'm gonna skip the cone part. And I'm also gonna go ahead and clean his ears before the bath, so I could go ahead and just concentrate on giving him a good bath, blowout, and brush out. Before I bathe a cat, I always do a figure 8. And pretty much when you're doing a figure 8, you're just creating a harness because you do not want them to injure their neck. Cats, when they get scared or frightened, they jump up like popcorn and they're very agile. So you just want to make sure that you are not putting this around the neck area. You're making sure that it's going to the chest, not riding up and staying in place. I definitely underestimated how big he was, so I was having a little bit of trouble putting in the tub, but I got him in. Now, he knows what time it is. Again, when they do this routine once, they are very good at remembering what's gonna happen. I know that he doesn't like the water, he's not a fan of the bath, and he's trying to get out right now, but he is so patient with me and such a good boy. Like, the size of him and his claws and his teeth, he could maul me if he wanted to, but he doesn't have a bad bone in his body. So I trust him, and I know that I'm gonna get him to trust me. Well, he lets you guys know he's not having a good time. I want to let you guys know I'm going to use some Smith & Burton shampoo. This is also safe for cats. And I'm going to really scrub it in there because he does have some impacted fur and he has a lot of it. So I want to be sure that this is going all the way to the skin. Most cats are very vocal, and when a cat is vocal, I talk right back to them. Now, it's funny because sometimes I get comments on people saying, like, the cat doesn't understand when you say calm down or it's okay. Cats don't understand. Well, guess what? You know what they understand? They understand vibes, they understand energy, they understand your tone. So if I'm coming with calming energy and a calm tone, then they're gonna pick up on that and they're going to match my energy.
You're so silly.
I'm going to take my slicker brush and I'm going to go ahead and start brushing in that shampoo. I'm also going to start taking all that undercoat off of him before I go ahead and blow dry him, so it's less of a mess. I'm also going to use an absorbent towel. This is like a chamois. And I'm gonna take off all that excess water off of him before I go ahead and blow dry him. This is going to help me with his patience. Cats lose patience, so you wanna make sure that you are efficient as you can be, and you wanna make sure that you are cutting down the drying time by taking off all that water.
Okay, my baby.
He is ready to get out, so I'm going to take him out, but before I do, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna mask up because cat fur is just built different, and I'm also going to go ahead and protect my ears with ear muffs because those dryers are pretty loud. I always keep the harness on while I dry them. I don't want to have to hold them with one hand. I want both of my hands free so I could dry with one and brush with the other. So before I start his drying process, I have made a concoction of leave-in conditioner. This is an all-natural, hyperallergenic, safe for cats leave-in conditioner. And I just put this on all of my animals because it really helps me take out the undercoat. It helps me with combing them out, brushing them out, and they are so soft after they're dry. I'm gonna go ahead and protect him from the dryer and put cotton balls in his ears just so he is not able to hear the dryer full on. Also, if a cat's fur is not separated, as in it's not brushed out correctly or it's not combed out correctly, it is never going to dry. Remember when I said efficiency is key with cats because they kind of lose patience after a while? Just make sure that they are fully brushed out so they could dry as quickly as possible. He has a bit of flakiness coming off. Now, he did have allergies the first time that I groomed him, and I suggested a vet visit, and it was just flakiness, dermatitis. He's a lot better, and yeah, but he still has a bit of dandruff and a bit of dry skin, and that is why it's so important to wear a mask because you do not want to be breathing that in. Grooming this cat is just so satisfying because look how beautiful. Like, he came in with clumps of hair, his skin wasn't looking all that good, and I got to bathe him, and it's just so much fun because you end up seeing the finished product and it is as good as you make it. Like, if you really take your time and groom these animals and bathe them correctly and dry them correctly, it is so beautiful, the end result, and you're just so proud of yourself and you know they feel better. When I go ahead and talk to cat owners, especially long-haired cat owners, one of their concerns is how much brushing they have to do and that it's never ending. Well, I want you guys to know that it's not your fault. It's not that you're not brushing correctly. It's just that brushing will never do what the force dryer does. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there are clumps of hair flying out of him, and that's the thing. Long-haired cats do need help removing all of this undercoat because if it stays impacted, then that's how mats occur. So you're either gonna have to shave them down later down the road, or you could go ahead and give them a really good shellless treatment like I'm doing with Luca right now. Something that I absolutely love about big cats is that you could literally roll them over. They will roll over for you, and they will get on their back if they trust you enough. Most big cats are just so much easier to handle than the little small skinny ones, because those are the ones that are going to give you a run for your money. They're going to jump all over the grooming van, and they're very, very agile. Guys, if you guys are currently groomers and you don't groom cats, I would advise you guys to give it a try. I feel like there are a lot of people that don't like cats. They say they're conniving, they have hidden agendas, they don't trust them. But to be honest, cats are so easy to groom. All you have to really learn is how to handle them and how to read their body language. Some of my best clients are cats, and they do need to be groomed. They do need baths. Obviously, they do need the shedless treatment that I'm doing right now. And yeah, you would definitely be of service. There's a shortage in cat groomers. So if you are a groomer or you want to become a groomer and you want to do cats, go ahead, do it. I got your back. All right, guys, enough drying. Let's get to the fun part. I'm gonna start combing him out, and I'm gonna link this comb. This comb is the truth, baby. And guess who makes it? Chris Christensen. I bought it at the show. This is the only comb that I really use, and I absolutely love it. It is a game changer. Anything that you don't think is going to come out with any other comb, this comb got you. Look how silky his coat looks, guys. This is the difference that a good bath and blow dry and brush out can make on your pet. So he didn't want to turn over all the way, so I'm holding him to his side. This is not hurting his arm at all. I'm just holding him in place, and I'm fluff drying. So this is when you are drying and brushing out all at the same time. Guys, look how majestic this guy is. Like, he is so gorgeous, and he has such a man face. And again, he's really, really chill. Like, this was him the whole time. He really didn't mind the drying nor the brushing. I think it felt really good. All right, let's jump right into the sanitary. I take a 15 blade with my Wababera 5-in-1 blade, and I'm going side to side and up and down around this area. And I'm also gonna go ahead and turn him over and shave his belly. Now I do this with a 15, and I'm just concentrated on getting a really clean shave, because sometimes when they go to the bathroom, they'll get stuff stuck on there, along with some litter box sand. I'm also gonna go ahead and shave his armpits. Now, I do this with a 10 or a 15. You just have to be really careful, because sometimes when their armpits are too wrinkly, they can get stuck within the blade. So again, I use a 10 and 15, and I do it like I'm scooping out some ice cream, like a little scooping motion. And I do this because they usually tend to get mats in their armpits, so I just want to go ahead and prevent that. Whenever I groom a dog or a cat, I always think to myself, okay, when's the next time I'm going to see them? So I know that I see Luca every 2.5 months, so I just want to make sure that I'm shortening everything up pretty good, because I don't want him to be matted or uncomfortable within those 2.5 months. Here I am using my Chris Christensen chunkers. I will list them below. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten up his back end feathers, because I know that they were pretty matted when he came in today. So I just wanna, again, avoid it and make sure that he's not picking up everything from that litter box. By the way, cat hair like sticks to itself, so like anything that I cut, it's going to like stick to his body. Cat hair is very weird. Anyway, so there is a lot of combing that you do have to do if you are dealing with a long haired cat and you are giving a haircut of any type. Now I'm taking my Solita shears and I'm gonna go ahead and round out his paw pads and just take off that excess hair that was sticking up, just to make them look neater and to keep them cleaner. This part literally cracks me up because he just lifts his head like, what are you doing down there? He's so big that he can't even see that paw pad. Anyway, I'm almost done with this step, and guys, we're almost to the finish line. Mr. Luca is pretty much done. I just decided to take the hose head off of my dryer and make sure that his mane is completely dry. Sometimes when I have the cone around them, I can't get to certain areas. Now, if you are grooming a cat for the first time and you want to go ahead and dry their mane or around their face without the cone, just be sure to test this slowly because it could get ugly really fast. Now, this guy's pretty chill. I'm able to be at eye level with him, and he loves the heat of the dryer, and he does not mind the noise nor the air hitting his face. This guy is all done. It was such a pleasure. It's always a good day whenever I see him. Guys, love and light, up and out. Laura Ventura.
Okay.